Yeah, so what is your first impression since you come back?
It's like I've never seen it this bad here, and we eaten here so many times. Okay, yeah, we don't come here.
There you go. Good to know.
We don't come here.
So it's just easier to walk, and I think the government really reinvests back into the
Clean it up.
infrastructure.
Oh yeah, this used to be a building with a wine bar downstairs, and it's completely knocked down.
That's still going.
This is still going. This is what made us move out immediately.
Hey guys.
Hi! Welcome back to our channel. It's been a little while since I've been on camera. We're now in Da Nang. It's been about 6 months since the last time we were here.
Yes.
6 months?
6 months.
So we're here spending our day with my beautiful friend Clover.
In the background.
I'll introduce her in a sec.
Yes.
But yeah, we're just here to see the difference. You now live here. So we're gonna have a chat with you and see what it's like. So we met in Chiang Mai, and Clover is also a business owner, and you have a YouTube channel.
I do. I help women reinvent their lives after divorce. That even as a single person, you can live your best life, and that's what I'm doing in Da Nang. You know.
So we're gonna have lunch. We just came from Hoi An. It's been a long ass ride, and I need to sit down and eat something. And then we're gonna go for coffee and then see what Da Nang is like. Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome to Vietnam.
It's like I've never seen it this bad here, and we eaten here so many times. But look at the look at the condition of. I don't want to step on these prawn tails. He did his best. He did his best. It's not.
It's because it's public holidays, so a lot of people here, and then yeah, people just eat and then just literally it's like
It's Labor Day with no labor.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Price is still the same.
Yeah. For us, it's exactly the same. So the fuel is the same.
Chili over here. Chili's done.
In general, I think in Mian area there are definitely more sidewalks, so it's just easier to walk, and I think the government really reinvests back into the
Clean it up.
infrastructure.
I was told in Hoi An that the police and the government now cleaning up the sidewalks. So
Yeah.
they were getting fined. So when I was doing my nails, actually, my nail lady, she had to like quickly duck outside to pull the sign in because police were coming to doing checks, and then she's like, yeah, you get fined now. So it is more walkable now. Like
Right?
compared to last year, I remember I was just like on the road.
Yeah, this is much better. I'm impressed. And I do find that this store attracts a lot of Japanese tourists. Every time I go in, it's like all Japanese
You know
people.
what I'm intrigued to see is how much that bag is. I don't know if you can
Oh,
see
sure,
it.
yeah.
Like this bag. Because you know how I got one in the Hoi
Oh,
An
yes,
market?
right.
Okay, this is the bag in
Cute.
question.
How much will it be? Ta-da. 350.
Get out of town.
How much is it?
Mine was 75.
Inflated tourist prices. Look how many tourists are here.
But you can tell it's specifically for tourists. Even the tiny one is like 200.
And how much is the tiny one there?
I don't know, like 40. Okay, yeah, we don't come here.
There you go. Good to know.
We don't come here. Yeah, if you live here or you're slow traveling, it's always better to discover the local shops,
Yeah.
buy directly from the market. I mean, it's a cute bag, but like
It
I
is,
just
but
wouldn't
come on.
pay 350 for it.
When you know that you can pay 75.
Yeah, obviously they're handmade and it's like a supporting something and
Right, right. But yeah, good to know. Very good to know. Okay, let me
there's a
double
shop called Wide Fit across the road. I guess for like
wonder-
it's this big like yeah, wide, I guess it's for like bigger sizes for
large to 3x large.
Yeah.
5x large.
oh wow. Like did I tell you this? I'm an XXL in
It's so sad.
People here are so
It's
tiny.
so sad. It's true. I'm pretty like extra small, but here I'm like medium, but like still, it's
You're
like,
like,
to the ego.
What is happening? I'm just like, you know what? I'm just not.
I know, right?
It's fine.
We'll make sure we lead you in the right direction. I mean,
Do you know this bit here, because of all the shops and some of the Western stuff, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like in Ho Chi Minh.
yeah?
Some of the streets are very
Oh,
much.
yeah, is that right? I wonder if they're trying to mimic that.
Yeah, possible. It is grown to be a very big city and popular.
That's the thing. Maybe even more than Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, Ho Chi Minh is very like
City-like.
city-like. You're there to get shit done.
But here it's like a vacation, yeah, and they have beautiful art now.
That's pretty.
And the coffee shop that we're about to go to is really aesthetic as well. You will like it.
Okay.
Oh, it's here. And then this is like, you'll see what I mean. There's like this outdoor area is very cute.
Good.
All right.
Oh yeah.
We've arrived. This is a Clover's recommendation. Let's go in.
All right. Let's see. Ta-da.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're in this cafe, which I do not know how to pronounce. We'll butcher it. Ge cafe. But we will ask Tan. He will laugh at our pronunciation. But the prices here are very local, and the people here are very local if you look around, which I really prefer. It's not inflated prices, and gives you really good ambiance. Question for you. How do you pronounce the name of this cafe?
Yeah.
Ge.
Yeah.
Ge.
Yes, I
Like,
combine.
oh. Like, and I'm like butchering ge. Ge. Ge, right? Ge. Yeah, so what is your first impression since you come back?
I actually thought today was going to be busier, but I think maybe we're on this side,
It makes a
across
huge
the
difference.
river. We're gonna like venture over the other side. That's where we're getting our hair washed later, and we're gonna see. And the same street where I lived last time. Yeah.
Okay, so
So we're gonna see how busy it is over there. I reckon the beach side will be crazy.
I wonder, because today's Labor's Day, so there's the local people off, and I see a bunch of tourists as well.
Yeah.
This is high season, but I do feel that the side of the bridge is just more calm,
I like this side better.
and the roads are bigger.
Yeah.
So you feel like just more spread out.
It's more lush.
Yeah, I do prefer the side, I have to say. But like when you first come to Da Nang, you would think to go to Mian because
You
that's
wanna
where
be
all
on the beach.
Right, be on the beach, and that's where everyone recommends you to go. But here we are telling you, as people have lived here a little longer, not necessarily the best spot.
Once you know the place, it's like, ugh. It's
But I mean, it's good if you only have a few days here, right?
if you're a tourist, yes.
It makes sense. But if you're here more than 2 weeks, you can just explore other areas. And it's pleasant. I've been here for almost 3 months. I've been really enjoying it. More than Chiang Mai, sorry. But I think you have to align to your values, right? Like I'm a beach girl, I like to swim open water. That's a big deal for me, and everyone's different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really about like what's important to you, what makes you feel comfortable. And I'm glad you found a place where you feel aligned and expansive. It's important.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say this is the best lifestyle I've ever had,
Really?
considering the cost.
Yeah.
Because usually, of course, you can have a great standard of life, but you gotta pay for it. But here, it's affordable enough that I have the little things like hiring a personal trainer. Because back home, I would never splurge on that. It's too expensive. I'm from Canada, by the way. And so then one session, it's about almost same as Australian dollars, like 30 Canadian.
That's
30
actually quite
Australian,
cheap in comparison
right?
to Australia.
Exactly. So
The fitness instruction.
yeah, she's Vietnamese, but her English is decent.
Okay.
Yeah. And she has really nice glutes, which inspired me to have some because I always thought Asian girls cannot have them or cannot
I've
build
seen
them.
Asian girls
and
with,
so
like-
now I'm like motivated. So that was kind of cute, and she's so gentle. It was really nice. And so luxuries like that, right? Or massages, doing my nails like consistently, right? Like your hair, we're gonna do our
gonna get
hair.
our hair. I'm getting a
our
facial as well
facials,
this time.
and those are the things I would never
Yes.
be able to splurge too much at home. So
Yeah, I mean, there's no way I would do a facial and get a massage like that often.
Right.
How much did it cost? This is like a normal massage in Australia, like at a local.
oh, like $100.
Are we like 80 to 100 for
Right.
an hour?
Minimum 80.
Yeah,
That's just the
local neighbourhood massage.
Like Thai massage or something, right?
Yeah.
Not a Thai, like an oil massage, but like just a local place, not like a spa. A spa for like 250.
But now you got your sneakers clean for how much?
How much was the sneakers? Like $6
250.
For a
for
pair?
3 pairs.
For 3 pairs. So
Oh, that's pretty cheap. It's
it's like 80K, no,
no, 200
80K each. So that's like $4
each. Yeah.
And I would never clean my sneakers because I can't afford to.
And it's like the least, like it's not a priority.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
something
But
you
now you're like,
it's a bit
let me
dirty.
just do all these little things.
It's nice little pleasures you get to enjoy.
Yeah, I go to saunas, onzens like 3 times a week now.
That is very bougie, actually. That's very luxurious. I love that for you. Everyone, and not everybody has the opportunity to do what we do as well. I think,
Yeah, which is like very grateful
Yeah.
that we're able to have that. I think there's a lot of maybe attachments that sometimes you would have back home, like family members, jobs and things that tie us there. So yeah, we have this freedom to use it.
exactly.
Well, that's one thing about Vietnam, right? Like every year it has progressed a lot, but some also has not improved, if not gotten worse. So it's one of those things that you kind of have to keep coming back to know how it goes. It can't guarantee it's going to be the same.
Yeah. Development is just way too.
It's so fast. It's ridiculous how fast. I don't think I've ever seen anything that built that fast. Like anywhere.
There's construction everywhere because it's just goes up and then goes down and goes up and it goes down.
But I feel like this side has more tourists. They're Asian tourists.
Not
So
the
like
ones-
Japanese, South Koreans, Hong Kong as well. But I don't hear a lot of Mandarin. Oh, maybe they were Taiwanese, if any.
I was like, this is very unusual for Da Nang. Why is it so quiet?
When you go into more local places, I believe it is quieter.
Yeah, so this is the riverside. Close to the riverside, there's Clover in the background. This is her neighborhood. And I was just saying like, Da Nang is a lot quieter than I encountered last time. And she said this side is definitely a lot quieter. It's not just because today's the holidays and everyone's out. It is generally like this. So yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. But we are gonna make our way to the beach side, which is where we lived last time, and then see what's the difference. Tan's ready to go. All right. Righty. Even in the quieter side of Da Nang, we still will encounter Lots of construction. This looks like a big building as well, hey? Right. We are approaching the beach. Where are we? On the way to An Thuong. Our destination is An Thuong because I'm getting my hair cut and a hair wash at one of my favorite places, but and we'll go past the apartment where we stayed last time and that area in the streets and see the difference. Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah, people have been telling us that it's not easier, but it's the same.
It feels the same. In fact, it feels quieter than when we were here last time. I mean, this part is a little bit nuts. The traffic here, because this on the left is going to the beach. Okay, I feel like
Now you see the traffic.
now. Okay,
Yeah, you see that.
okay. And there's traffic coming from that way, and this way, and every way. How are we gonna navigate through this chaos? What is happening? I don't know what happened there.
There's a traffic jam.
Okay, yeah. Now we're like, okay, this feels normal.
So we are approaching An Thuong.
Approaching An Thuong. Lots of restaurants here. Definitely like a lot more touristy compared to the riverside, where we just were.
Maybe
Pickleball court.
it's new.
That is new, yes. I would say soft opening, so yeah, they just opened. I feel like there's a few more like new shops and restaurants. Like the turnover for restaurants and shops in Vietnam is quite high.
Like it's normal.
Yeah.
Things change like every 3 months.
Yeah, like businesses will go up and then okay. If it doesn't do well or they just close it. It's very common. Hop Garden. Okay. This corner I know because this is where we lived, in that street and then on the left. Okay. We lived down here and then turn. Oh yeah, this used to be a building with a wine bar downstairs and it's completely knocked down. So we live down here. Is the construction finished? Wait, let's see the construction's finished. Okay. Okay, that's finished. It looks nice. This looks good. But this is the new one. This is finished. That's a new one. Oh my god, that's a new one. So it would still suck. We lived here.
Yeah, we just live here.
This
It's still going.
This is still going. This is what made us move out immediately. Oh, they moved it here. The vegan.
Really?
Yeah, we used to be around the corner.
Wow.
this was a really like,
The local cafe.
this was a very, very local place. Had like 2 hammocks, and I think it was more for like the workers to chill. Okay, there's construction right here. This building has been completely knocked down. This was a giant building.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we definitely had the worst street, and still probably is the worst street in terms of construction noise. Okay, this is gone. All right, I'm going. Oh, this is another construction, like on the next street down. 2. Look at that, the one over there and the one over there. But anyway, we have arrived. For me, I can just hear. I can just hear construction everywhere. Oh my gosh. There's one. Here's Clover. We're gonna get our hair washed and cut. So I just want to show you like one here. This is brand new. There's one down there to the left, and then that one there. So, and you wonder why we didn't want them. Hello. Oh, this is where you live? I lived in the next street. And we just drove past before. Yeah. Construction's still there.
There you go.
Hello, doggy. Hello, doggy. Hello, puppy.
With the guy from the bar.
Huh? From the bar?
The bar at the corner here.
All right. This is where I said bye to Tan for a bit because I'm going for a haircut. Bye. We're now back in Hoi An, as you can see by the lanterns behind me. After spending a day in Da Nang, how do we feel? I think for me, it was like less busy than I expected. I thought it was going to be like a lot busier than the last time we were there,
True. Yeah.
which was like 5-6 months ago. But
Yeah.
I think it's about the same kind of busyness.
Yeah.
It was actually quite nice to discover where Clover lived, her area. I think it's a much more peaceful area than what we chose last time. Though I still prefer Hoi An. I think the vibe in Hoi An just suits us a little bit more. It is busy here still, but it just has a different feeling. So, all right, guys, that's it for this video. We will see you next time.
Bye.